At what point during your career did you get the itch to start doing your own thing?
So I think, and you know, the whole, you surround yourself by five people and you become the average of those five and all that sort of thing. Through my entire career, I've been around business owners and successful people. So I think from a very, very early age, I've always been, I'd quite like to have my own business, but not really being ready to take that leap. I remember the very first business I tried to get going was called the Snake Hotel, which kind of sounds like a brothel, right? And I know it does, but what it basically was, if you've got a dog, right, you can go to a kennels and leave your dog. If you've got a cat, you can go to a cattery and leave your cat. If you've got a snake, a lizard, a turtle, a scorpion, a spider, anything of an exotic pet, there's nowhere really to take it. You can take it to a pet shop, but obviously they close at a certain time, open at a certain time, left on their own. There's a vet around the corner who will do a holiday type of pet sitting service, but they need the space for the sick animals because they look after sick reptiles. So I was like, well, I had five exotic pets. And I've only got three now. But I went, right, okay, I've got an idea. We've got a business, the Snake Hotel. I will open an exotic snake sitting service, pet sitting service, called the Snake Hotel.
How did it go?
The business plan was perfect. Animal welfare was involved. They liked everything I was doing. The veterinary service involved. They liked what I was doing. I had a lot of pet shops. The only thing that fell down was the funding. The people went to me, it's too much of a new risky idea. Nobody else is doing this, so we don't want to back it. My response to the woman on the phone, which was quite abrupt, was some bloke started a book service in his garage. It's now called Amazon, and that was a risky idea as well, wasn't it? But I just kind of went, you know what, if it's not right now, it might be right another time. So that got put on the back burner. And I probably spent maybe 4,000 or 5,000 on setting that business up, buying equipment and heating things. And I started converting the garage and I'd done all this stuff. And I kind of went, well, that was a waste of money until I realised how much I had learned through that, building business plans, speaking to people, looking at regulations, all this stuff I sort of gathered through that 4 or 5 month process. I was like, I've learned a lot from that. That was fantastic.
I just want to throw something out there because it's relevant to exactly what we've just said. So my first business I started because I was a PhD student and I'd come back from working overseas. I was on a scholarship, if you call it that, but it was 13 grand a year. So it wasn't massive. Wow. So I started my first business, which is a photography business. And the kit, which is holding this light above my head, so this frame next to me, is from that first business. So not only did I learn how to sell stuff and brand stuff and whatever, I got to keep all the cool stuff that I kind of wanted.
Yeah,
and it's useful.
Yeah, and people try businesses and they fail, but they don't fail.
Yeah.
What they've done is they've invested in themselves to learn how not to do something or how to do something. I learned how to write a business plan. Never knew that before, but I now know how to do one. So when it came to doing Coupland, the business plan didn't take me as long.